Hey guys, I'm back and I'm here with a new makeup review slash first impressions of the new ColourPop No Filter foundation and the No Filter powder. So I'm super excited. I don't know why I did that. I'm super excited about this review. I've been waiting on this product to come in. It got in here last night. So I decided why not serve y'all with a new review slash first impression. So if you guys want to see or hear my opinion on this product, just continue to watch.
Oh girl, so fierce.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this hair back, girl, so I can be able to work around here. So I'm so excited about this. Like, I don't know why, but I'm like really excited that ColourPop came out with a foundation. You guys know I like their ColourPop concealers. I use these like on a regular basis when I'm not trying to like waste my Tarte Shape Tape, and then you guys know that I'm in love with the new Born This Way concealers. So when I'm not trying to use my higher end ones, I'm definitely reaching for these ColourPop concealers. So I'm really excited that they came out with a foundation because it's inexpensive, and I mean, yeah, if it's concealer is good, foundation I was assuming is going to be good as well. So I'm super excited. I did pick up the pressed powder, so we're gonna set with the banana powder. I didn't pick up the pressed powders just because I don't really use pressed powder anyway, so I felt like it was gonna be a waste of my money. It was just gonna sit around somewhere and I didn't want to waste my money. So let's just get started with eyebrows. I'm using the ColourPop Bangin Brunette to fill in my eyebrows. You guys know I really love this product. I use it a lot more lately, more so than my Anastasia brow pomade, and I just think the shade is perfect for me and it works really well. So now let's get into the foundation. I did pick up the shade 155 Dark. They did say on their website that this shade was comparable to the Fenty's 350. You guys know Fenty foundation is my favorite foundation, and I do have the shade 350 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and compare swatches on my arms, but first I want to go ahead and get into a little bit of information about this product. Now, as you guys can see, it does come in a glass bottle, which I really like. I think it's going to be scary if it falls on the floor, but a lot of my foundations have a glass container, so that's nothing out of the norm. I love that it has a pump. I just have to say I don't necessarily like the fact that it doesn't have a cap, because if I want to travel with this and it actually gets unlocked, it is going to make a mess. So that's one of the cons that I do have to say about the packaging. Otherwise, I think it's absolutely adorable. I love the stars all over it, but I do feel like it should have came with full fluid ounce. Most foundations come with a fluid ounce, and I do know that this is $12, so it is affordable, but if you were to compare it to my L'Oreal Infallible, something around the same price range, you're gonna find that for a little less. And it does have more product, and I really do like the coverage on that foundation. So it's a kind of give or take depending on how you like the formula. Now, this is an oil-free foundation. It does say it is buildable, so it's about medium to full coverage depending on how much of the foundation you're going to be using. It is vegan and cruelty-free. So the color range on this foundation is absolutely amazing. They did release 42 shades, so you should definitely be able to find your shade online. It does have a little brand comparison, so like if you're me and you like the Fenty foundation and you wear this on a regular, just put in your shade that you wear in this and it'll give you your foundation shade in this. It also does that for like the Maybelline and like the Double Wear and a couple other ones. So I went ahead and I color matched myself to 350 because that's what I use. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pump of 350 on here, and then I'm going to pump, let me unlock it. I'm going to go ahead and put one little pump. Of course it's going to take a bit because I didn't anything out, and wow, the consistency is actually exactly the same and the colors are dead on each other. So this one is the Fenty foundation and this one is the ColourPop. I do feel like the ColourPop is a little bit more orange in undertone, and I think the Fenty is a little bit more yellow, but overall the shade is absolutely the same if you ask me, and the consistency looks pretty much the same as well. So I went ahead and I already moisturized. I moisturized using the La Roche-Posay Lip Scar Balm. You guys know I'm like a big fan of this. I'm in love with this. I can't even say anything bad about it. Nothing but good. It leaves my skin feeling so supple. Like, I just love it. Sometimes I put that on before I go to bed and I'm like waking up looking glowing in the morning. So for primer, I went ahead and used my Benefit Professional. You guys know I love that one. And then I'm just going to color correct a little bit around my mouth and under my eyes, just because I want to give this, I keep saying concealer, I want to give this foundation a fair shot, just because no matter what I wear, I always color correct underneath my eyes and around my mouth, just because your girl got a 5 o'clock shadow and I don't like that. It doesn't look cute with my foundation and it makes me look like I have a freaking beard. And under my eyes, I don't sleep that well, so I don't, it actually shows, okay? Let's just say that. So I went ahead, I did that. I have that completed. My hair's back. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to put 2 pumps on my hand and see how much I get out of that. You guys know I'm extra. I like full coverage. So I usually use like 3 pumps of the Fenty. But first I'm going to go ahead and, as you can see, the consistency is really like runny. But I don't mind it, especially because I've been using that Fenty foundation for so long and the consistency is pretty much the same. If it's anything like the Fenty as far as drying down quickly, I'm just going to go ahead, for the sake of like this video and not messing everything up, I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the top of my brows first. Because if I do this and then I put like all the dots of foundation around my face using the Fenty, it dries down so fast that I don't have much time to blend out. So I like to go in with this first and blend it out. So now the color is really good. I'm really liking the color. It does look like it's a pretty good match for my skin tone. Yeah, I like it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of the foundation on. I usually like to dot it with my finger, but since I already have a brush, why not? Now, one thing I can say about this formula is that I feel like it's lighter than the Fenty. Now, the Fenty is pretty light, but I feel like this is a little bit lighter on the skin. So I do like that. Blending in very, very easily. I think I'm going to add another pump just because you guys know I like full coverage. And this is definitely a medium to full coverage. So you can build it up to a full coverage if you want to, which is really nice. Because I like to be able to build up. I don't want it to be like super full coverage right away, just because I feel like it gets really messy and cakey. And then usually those foundations are thick. And I don't like that. Like the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, that is, for instance, like a foundation that does that, and I like it, but I don't really prefer it. Ooh, it's looking good. I feel like it's looking pretty good. So I'm really curious to see how this foundation dries down. I'm just adding one more pump. I'm really curious to see how this foundation dries down, because usually by now the Fenty would have already been like pretty much drying down. And from what I see, it's kind of like still, it's not really matte like I was expecting. It's looking a little glowy, which, I mean, is nice, but not what it's saying. But let's just let it dry down and then see how the finish looks, and then we'll decide. I do think like one of the big tests of this foundation, because I am going to do a wear test on this, just to see how long it holds up, because my Fenty will freaking last for a really long time and not like move in any areas, especially in my mouth area. That's why I really love the Fenty foundation, because it doesn't move in my mouth area. I sweat a lot in my lip area. You guys already know, like in every video I be sweating in my upper lip area. but it doesn't move, it doesn't separate. And if you're like me and you sweat in those areas, in your nose area, you'll notice that your foundation tends to like break up or even completely rub off in those areas, and that doesn't look cute. It ruins my makeup and it just makes me want to take it all the way off. So hopefully this foundation will hold up to the test. I feel like it covered my mouth very well. Like, it looks pretty even, so I'm happy about that. I'm really curious to see how it completely dries down, because you guys can see it's really dewy. I think the shade match is really nice. I just don't know how I feel about it being so dewy looking right now. So I'm going to go ahead and continue applying my makeup. I'm going to be using the No Filter Concealer in the color Medium Dark 36. And I'm just going to highlight. And let's just hope it all comes together. Now, I love this concealer. I really think I'm going to have to get a darker shade for summer, just because I feel like this is definitely like more so for spring and winter. I do get a lot of pigment in my skin, like a lot darker when a lot redder too. I would say a lot redder during the summer. So I'm definitely going to need a different color. So I did want to use this concealer just because I feel like they go hand in hand with each other. So I'm just going to use the concealer with the foundation. So for contour, I'm going to be using the No Filter Concealer in the color Deep Dark 56. And a little goes a long way with this product, so I usually... Who's calling me? Okay, so that was my friend. So like I said, I'm going to contour with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color 56. This is in their Deep Dark shade. So I did go ahead and put 2 dots here, 2 dots here, 2 dots there. And a little goes a long way with this product, so you definitely don't need a lot. Because like I said, a little goes a long way. So I'm going to I'm going to spray some Fix Plus on my brush and blend it out. So let's go ahead and set all of this. I'm using the No Filter setting powder in the color Banana. Just gonna go ahead and remove the little thing from the sifter so I can get some of this product out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that in the cap. I like how yellow it is. I usually like a yellow setting powder underneath my eyes. You can't really see. A yellow setting powder underneath my eyes. But I usually use the Beauty Bakery setting flower in the color Yellow, and it's not as yellow as this one is. This one is a lot less yellow, I would say. But let's just see how it works, because I really think I'm gonna like that tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure everything is nice and blended under my eye. Doesn't crease. And then with that same beauty blender, if it's damp, I'm just going to go in, pick up some of that product, and so it feels nice. It feels like it's finely milled, which I really like. I don't know. The color is good as well. And the color is nice. It doesn't look gray or ashy or anything. So I think it looks really good. I didn't have to use a lot of product. It does come with 8.5 grams, and it retails for I think about $9. And then the setting flower comes with 14 grams. And this retails for like $27, so I think that's pretty good. I mean, for a setting powder, something that I use every single day, I definitely have to like it. and I think it looks really nice. The ultimate test will probably be the flash photography. I'll go ahead and take a picture for you guys so we can see how it does with the flashback. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face off camera just because I'm not gonna be using anything from ColourPop, and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and contoured, or set my contour, and now I just want to clean up underneath here. And I'm gonna dust everything away. Now they do have like these in translucent powders and also a darker powder. I don't really use like a face setting powder really, except for like my MAC one, and that's just because I like the coverage. And translucent powders I'm really not a fan of, so I just opt out of them. But they're definitely an option if you're looking to set your whole entire face with one of those products. I'm just gonna brush all this away. So I think it looks really nice. It's settling down and now it looks really matte like after it's completely set. So I'm really liking how it looks. It doesn't look powdery. Given I haven't sprayed myself yet, I'm just gonna add a little bit of blush to my cheeks. So for highlight, I'm gonna be using the color Boomin. This is by ColourPop. This is from their Shayla X ColourPop collection. I freaking love this highlight. It's Boomin, girl. So I'm just getting my highlight brush and I'm gonna spray it with some Fix Plus. And I like to just get what's left in the cap because there's always some like left in the cap. And get it in there real good and then dab the excess off. Ooh, look at that, girl. She popping, girl. She popping. She popping, girl. So highlight is popping, foundation, concealer, contour, everything is popping. I went ahead and I added the shade Culture from the Shayla X ColourPop collection, the shade right here, and I just applied it as a transition shade. I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the ColourPop look and add their Shimmer Shock or their Super Shock shadow in the color Game Face. I think this shadow is like so gorgeous. It's just like the perfect copper color. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it with my finger. I like it because it's just like a quick, if I have to go somewhere, I pop this all over the lid and it just looks so nice, and it's so easy because you can do it with your finger. So I went ahead and I applied some lashes and just applied that Super Shock shadow on the bottom lash line. So I think it looks really nice. The only thing I want to do is kind of like blend this out a little bit because I feel like you can see that line. Okay. Now, I did put some mascara on as well on the bottom lashes, and I think to complete this look, I'm going to be using the ColourPop, the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the color Saigon. Now, you guys know I really love this shade. It's like the perfect red for me, so let's go ahead and apply that. So guys, this is the final look. Overall, I do think I'm like liking this foundation. Like seriously, I like the coverage, I like the color. Only thing negative I do have to say about it, which I mentioned a little bit ago, is that I feel like they could have given us a whole fluid ounce for the price, and I also feel like it could have had a cap. Like that's not like a deal breaker, but it definitely could have had a cap. I want to do a wear test for you guys. It doesn't say how long this foundation is supposed to last, but I do want to see how long it holds up, just because if you're I don't know, if it's claiming to do all the things it's doing, it should hold up very well. I mean, right now I do have to say that I'm sweating around my lip, and it is giving me a little bit of separation right here. But I do just recommend setting this. I don't think it's like the Fenty. See how that just broke up completely now? I'm gonna get pissed off now. Oh my god! So I just feel like it's not really withholding the whole sweat situation. And I live in Coachella, California, so it's super hella hot here. Like it's hot as fucking shit here, and I sweat a lot. I sweat on camera, so that is gonna be a big problem. I can definitely fix that, but I mean, if I'm out and about and I don't have this with me, I am gonna be like very frustrated. But other than that, I do like it. I think the setting powder is fabulous. I really like this, and I will definitely be using this more often, just because it did a really good job. I like how it set, I like the color it looked, and yeah, I mean, I'm getting pretty hot in these lights. but I don't think it should have separated the way it did like right there. So I don't know. I mean, other than that, like all I can recommend is if you're starting to feel like that, maybe get found. Let's see if you can repatch it, because I feel like with the Fenty, if this ever were to happen, which it really doesn't, which is the reason why I really love the Fenty, it covers up very easily. I usually just go like that and then get in there. Oh no, it's not working. Ah! So I usually just dab a little bit on top and then let it dry down, and then I'll go in with it. Like once it's like kind of dry, I'll dab on there. So what I'm gonna do is right now it is about 9, hold on, let me clear this message. It is about 9:17, so it's about 9:15 in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and, so it's about, like I said, it's about 9:17 right now. I have a lot of errands I need to go run, so when I get back in the afternoon, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys how it looks. But I'm gonna definitely fix this patch and hopefully it doesn't come back again. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. So you guys, I'm back. I've had a very long day. It is about 7:34. So let's see, 7:34. Come on, focus on you. 7:34 p.m. I've been like a lot of places. I've eaten, I've drank, I've done so many things. Look at, I even got the polish off my nails. I'm a mess. So I don't know, I feel like the concealer, I'm gonna zoom you guys in and you guys can see it's separated like right here in my smile lines really bad. My chin, it's really bad. I mean, despite the lipstick everywhere, it doesn't really look that bad in these areas right in here, which I'm kind of like surprised about. It's more so right in my smile lines and like right in my chin. My upper lip area, I did have to touch that up, so that's the only thing. How does it make it out now? Overall, what I have to say about this foundation is I do like the coverage, I do like the shade range, I do like the formula, I like everything about it, but I do feel like it doesn't uphold to sweat as well as I would like it to. And personally, I'm a person who sweats a lot around my lip and my nose areas, so I feel like I will continue to use this, but it's definitely not going to be out my Fenty foundation. I mean, considering the price range, you can't expect it to do better than that realistically, but I will definitely continue to use it and I like everything about it. I just don't like how it settles in these areas, given I have been wearing it since what, 9:30, 9 o'clock, 8 in the morning, so like 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I've been wearing it for like 11, 10 hours. So I mean, considering I've been wearing it for 10 hours, it looks really, really, really good. That's why I don't really have anything bad to say about it, other than it just broke up in my trouble areas. But this just means I have to put an extra work into it. That's it. And for $12, I don't mind that. So will I continue using it? Definitely. The powder, I love this. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about this. I just wish it came in a larger container because I feel like I can use this really quickly. Hopefully I have not been out of focus this entire time, and if I have, I apologize. So I really do like this setting powder. I like the tone. I like how yellow it is, so it looks good on my skin tone. It really did blur out the under eye and it didn't leave it looking like gray or casty. I will insert a picture for you guys so you guys can see how it looked. I think I did take a picture with flash, so I'll definitely insert a picture with flash in here and show you guys what it looked like. But I think for the price and as long as I've been wearing it, I think it held up pretty well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give these products a pretty good 2 thumbs up, and yeah, I'll definitely be continuing to use these products and you guys will see them in my reviews. You guys already know how I feel about Shayla's collection, and if you guys don't, I will leave a link right here so you guys can check it out, because that is some amazing ColourPop products. Definitely have to try it out. I love, love, love the highlighters, and I love the palette for sure. It's something that I use on a daily basis. So guys, everything you guys need to know about my look for at the beginning of the video will be down in the description box below. Like always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment box below. I always get back to you guys. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody who might find it useful, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to check out some of my other videos and follow me on Instagram at IamSashaFierce411 where I create lots of different looks. Thank you guys for watching.